couldn't even stand like 2 hours of Warrior Within. Well, no, it was a little bit longer than 2 hours, but all you know is to avoid spiky poles. It's like I said, it's in all my, I think in pretty much all my marathon runs, I've always mentioned that avoiding spiky poles is good life advice, and I want to keep that up as well.
I think so, you are mistaken. For in that moment I thought of one thing only: the honor and glory I would bring my father.
They kept the tone; it would have been a slam dunk. You see, I do disagree, because I think actually where I'm really bad at this game. Where I think he actually had a point, like the story of Warrior Within, I think does actually call for the darker tone. It's just I don't appreciate that. I don't think you could have had Warrior Within story with the tone of this game. I don't think it works in the same way.
Many men that day sought to win honor and glory on the battlefield, that their king might say to them, as Khosrow said to
I
Rustam,
don't think there will be another
"You
Prince
are
of
the
Persia,
noblest
and if I do, if there is another Prince of Persia, it's
From the
probably
moment
going to be
my sword
poo.
tasted blood, I knew this would not be my way.
But with the
I would
money,
win my father's praise, not by killing,
with
but
the
by
cash
being
cow
the
that
first
Assassin's
to
Creed
find
is,
the Maharaja's treasure vault and the wonders within.
there's no reason for them to go to Prince of Persia. Yeah. Actually, I only thought of this like last stream, but I actually feel like it had the potential for a revival, not too like recently. So to test the water, I feel like they released Sands of Time remastered to see what sort of traction it would get. And turns out, it gets no fucking traction, so I don't think they're going to be that interested for a while. I know at the very least that the creator behind this game, Jordan Mechner, I know he really wants to do another one. Like, he actively wants to make another game, but Ubisoft are the ones that own the IP. Was it an EU exclusive? I never played it, so I don't know.
Here, the next time we're interrupted. And there it lay,
Just out of reach.
the dagger of time. There was a treasure I could carry with pride as a trophy of our victory. If I could only get there.
Can you believe we're 4 seconds behind? 4 entire seconds? Avoid spiky poles. I am just suck. Ugh, that actually worked. I'm going to continue it. I need to do a no reset run. I mean, you say the boss fights are disgraceful, but there are no boss fights. I like that. And the fairy tale design is a positive. I think the prince actually has personality in this one. Actually, I think that's a very rude thing to say. If you could not use the word retarded, please. That's just... I mean, talking about people who are ignorant. Thank you for posting it again, George, so I can actually read it.
Each time I struck them down, they rose to fight again. I soon realized that only by taking into my own dagger the sands that possess them could I liberate them from their monstrous living death.
Prince, use the dagger.
What's interesting, actually, the Griffin is in Sands of Time GBA. The GBA version of this game, I think, actually has the Griffin. There's two Griffin fights, I think. Interestingly. It can have a fairy tale charm without being, you know, a story about a princess. Like, have you ever seen the film Princess Bride?
Done.
It goes into
I'll
that
start the story from here
subject
next time.
entirely. Yeah, or Aladdin.
You think me mad.
Or the
I
film
can see it by the look
Stardust.
in your eyes. You think my story is impossible. Perhaps I am mad. Who would not be
I mean,
driven
basically
mad by
the...
horrors such as I have lived?
If you want to... Oh, I
But
flip
I
split.
assure you, every word is true.
I mean, if you want to boil it down to, like, you know, ridiculous things like that, then, in my opinion, you could just say Warrior Within is for edgy edgelords. And so far, your contributions to chat may lend some credence to this theory.
Stop! Had I really seen her?
And one thing
Or
I
had
do
my
agree with you
senses
is that the
given
prince
way
is
under the
dumb
burden
in
of
this game,
horrors too great to bear,
but
and conjured up a phantom?
that doesn't necessarily...
Either
That's
way,
not necessarily
I
a
could
bad
not
thing.
rest until I had found her again.
Like, it's actually a flaw of his character. That's the second time I've done that. It's really weird. Jump in the gun. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have deep themes. It's just, you know, he's not actually... He's not like a Mary Sue, you know? Okay, yeah, naive is probably more accurate. Hey, Leamington.
Give me the dagger.
I would also make the argument that humor is a very, very common reaction to, like, you know, tragedy. It helps people deal with things.
And we will share his fate if you do not give me the dagger to undo what you have done.
Your traitorous vizier used the same word.
And it's not like he's wisecracking every 2
From now
seconds.
on, I trust no one but myself. Run! Go back to the reception hall. Wait for me there. Go!
I don't know, man. Feels like you came into this stream with a bit of an agenda to shit on this game and to say Warrior Within's the best, which is fine. You're allowed your opinion. Hell yeah. Actually, there's loads of games that have WW. I think I feel like it's a pretty common acronym.
Oh, thank God! I was afraid you were one of them! Can you help me activate the Azad defense system? It'll take both of us to do it! I'll reset the axles for you! The man who's normally in charge of this got... Never mind!
Princess of Zelda Warrior
Down
Waker.
to the bottom, then use
best.
those two cranks to bring it back up!
My favorite
You
character.
see those 4 axles? You'll need to pick them up one by one.
The wind
until
within.
You've got all 4. Then bring them up to the top together. Make
Yeah,
sure
Warrior
you
World,
pick them
that's
up
another
in
one.
the right order.
I genuinely feel there's one that I'm
That's
forgetting.
it.
And
You've got the first axle. Now
Can't remember what
pick
it
up
is.
the other 3.
oh, actually, isn't there a
Remember,
Witcher
pay
DLC called White
attention
Wolf?
To the grooves.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
That's it! One crank turns the platform! The other one raises and lowers it!
Or is that like a subtitle for the third game, maybe?
That's 2! Just one more!
I can't remember what happened in this split.
Now, bring them up to the top and line them up with their gears!
I'm really interested to see where they go with whatever the new Zelda project's going to be, like Breath of the Wild 2 or
That's
whatever
it!
they're creating.
I knew you could do it!
I'm really interested. I hope so much that they go back to traditional dungeons.
Now, there's one last step!
I don't know if they will,
Do you see that platform?
but by God, I hope.
Throw your lever, and I'll throw mine! Ha!
Oh, that's a best split.
We
Like
did
Breath of
it!
the Wild was so
Those
good,
accursed demons right! Oh my God!
but the
they'll
shrines,
rue the
man,
day they
and the
ever
well, no, actually
dared
the shrines were
attack the
fine.
planets of Azad!
The problem was there was no dungeons. The shrines are fine, but what I would have preferred was there's 120 shrines, right? So there's basically 120 puzzles. Basically, it's not quite that because some of the shrines were obviously like the combat content, like where you just fought a person. But fuck my face. Why did I do it twice? Yeah, so like,
Palace's defenses had a twisted logic of their
well, no,
own.
you see, like,
Could be
I
circumvented
think
by
4
using
is
security
conservative.
based switches, which I soon
Let's say you
learned
have
to recognize.
120 puzzles.
Yet it was hard to escape
120
the feeling
puzzles.
that I had made
A
terrible
dungeon
mistake.
you can make up
Setting
out
in
of 10
motion such a
puzzles
deadly
easily.
system of
Like you can
traps.
swap between rooms and
Seemed
stuff.
in
You like
truth more
have like a
likely to
combat
claim
room.
my life
But
than that
basically
of an
break up
invader
10
that was
puzzles.
not
You could have
flesh and
had 12 themed dungeons. Think about how sick that would be. Like, and that is breaking the mold, in my opinion. Like, you know, what fucking Zelda game has 12 dungeons? It would be innovative. Obviously, you'd have to, you know, come up with 12 themes, which is quite hard, but... Ah! Oh, no, we're so bad. Fuck. I mean, it's definitely breaking the mold. It's not necessarily innovative, you're right. But it definitely is breaking the mold. Because, you know, hadn't been done. Yeah, I might just do a no reset run. Like an actual no reset run. A jump button? I mean, it's not the first Zelda to have a jump button. Zelda 2 had a jump button. Which predates Senti. Yeah, I mean, basically, like, I actually do need, like, late game practice. So I think I can just... I'll just do a full run, no matter how bad it is. We'll try and get some best segments, because my last half of the run is so unoptimized, it's ridiculous. And we're not even that far, like, you know, we're going to be like 40 seconds behind, but that's really not that bad, considering how much time we've got to save later on. I mean, actually, look at it this way. My best segments are not very optimized. Yet, if I do play as good as I've ever played, I can still get a 133 with this run, so... I definitely need to learn to not reset. Obviously, it doesn't quite work like that, because, you know, best segments are actually pretty hard to match every time, but theoretically. Father! Hello? Whatever. That works too, I guess. I didn't block in time. Auto.
I soon discovered that when I had collected enough sand, the dagger gained
The run gets
power to
interesting
stop
after this point? Yeah, I would agree,
not
actually.
for me, but for the enemy I struck.
I would agree. Basically, I never consider like a run started until it gets past the dad
Help
kill.
me.
This isn't a terrible fight. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I know what it is to lose a father.
That was not my father.
Man, you see how unaffected the prince is?
What are you doing? Stop!
Done.
I apologise, that was a very shit-eating grin that I gave. Do I need to heal? I think I do. Yeah, I do. Good job, me. Can I do it again? No. Can never be replicated.
And you were worried about me? I'll cover you.
Please don't. You're
You're
liable to hit me.
I actually need to be really careful with this jump that I'm doing here. That's fine. But there's been plenty of times where I've jumped there and it's not been good enough. Cool. No. Do 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 do. I'm interested, honestly, to see if I did speed run Warrior Within, like regularly. I wonder if it would get a similar viewer count.
Is that you? There you are. Let's try not to get separated again, shall we? It's so quiet out there. It's terrible. But also beautiful.
Maybe to you.
Look!
You're a skinny little thing.
What is this?
That's true,
I'll
Kawaii
need to find
Karabai.
a way down to the bottom.
That would be pretty sick. Yeah, plus 32 exit courtyard. I could literally already
I
be...
can't do that.
I can be like
Stay
a
there.
minute and a half ahead of that if I play well.
I can reach this one.
Can I drop instantly? I think I probably could. I could have done. I really need to keep better track of that, and I keep forgetting.
I'll just wait here then. Shall I?
You can always 100%. You can always 100% know if you're gonna make it if you count, because the cycles between the traps are consistent. It's literally like 3 seconds exactly every time. I forget.
Are you all right? I heard.
You'll
strange
learn
noises.
RE5, dude.
No
Nice. It's
permanent
actually
damage, thank you.
it's not too long of a run, so. I hope you have fun with RE5.
I've got it.
Have fun, you guys.
Your turn now.
I feel like it's almost like, in terms of speedrun, I feel like it's the red-headed stepchild. Oh, that's too far to the left, maybe. No, it's not. Damn, that was quick. No, 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 no. I think I've fucking skipped a trigger there. Nope. Okay, we're good. I got so fucking scared there. Just, oh, I went on autopilot for a second and... This has potential to be a gold split, I believe. Let's have a look. Yeah, for sure. Ah. That is a gold split, but it's not actually going to save me that much time because I fucked up. So there's a mechanic in the game where you can prevent fall damage by holding forward so that your prince does a roll instead. But sometimes, depending on camera angle, it doesn't work properly. So I was holding forward there, but unfortunately it did not count as a roll. 26 league games in a row. Why? I realized, like, how much I really don't like playing League. Like, the only part of League that I like is the fact that you have this is bad. The only part I like about League is that you can have a rank that says, you know, you are this good. That's cool. But the actual part of playing League, nah, man. I ain't about that life. I'm not about that life. I also just, like, I found that there was no role that I liked. I used to like ADC lots, but... Oh, no. Oops. Hello? I mean, I'm usually better after a break as well, but I don't feel like I'm gonna be doing a break anytime soon. I'm not having a break. I'm done. There's no reason for me to play that game anymore. Do I have any long gaming session facts? My longest stream was 16 hours. That's probably the long gaming fact. I know, what the fuck is that bird doing? The shit is this? I know when I was doing the VidMaster achievements for ODST with my friend group from school, I know that we were on that for at least 12 hours. Might have even taken us longer. That was also coincidentally some of the best fun I've had in gaming. Was fucking so good. The firefight VidMaster achievement was so fun. It's actually fucking difficult as well. Can you remember actual when achievements were difficult? Jesus Christ.
Here I am.
But yeah, we stayed up basically until like 2 AM, 3 AM. And we got to, so like the firefight achievement was like the 7th round of the 7th set of the 7th wave, right? And I think like literally out on the 7th set, right? So this is basically right near the end. We've only got a little tiny bit more to go. One of the people who we were doing with, his mum came in. I mean, bearing in mind, at the time, we're all like 15, 16. His mum came in and was like, you have to go to bed. And we were like, fuck. No way. Fucking Tim's mum, you know? She's going to ruin it for us all. But we still managed to get it, even with a man down. It was so good. It was, like, one of my favourite gaming memories, for sure. So good.
Perhaps you will also believe me when I
No, I didn't fuck Tim's mum.
As we made our way through the moonlit ruins, I began to feel
I would not want to fuck Tim's mum.
My reason told me to distrust her. She had good cause to hate me. Yet she had proven herself a loyal companion. And I confess, I was grateful for the company of
Farrah, can you kill that fucking
like
scarab,
me,
please?
flesh and blood.
She really not killed it already? I don't need this sand cloud, but I'm going to take it. Yeah. Luckily, my mum was always pretty chill with that shit. Like, sometimes if I was making too much noise, my mum would, like, tell me to pack it in. But basically, I think her motto was, you know, if you stay up fucking too late, past your bedtime, and you feel like you can't go into school tomorrow, I don't fucking care. You're going into school. And that was her motto. Oh my god, that was so close to not working.
You did it.
Yeah, for the most part, she was pretty much okay. I mean, there was definitely times where she did say, you know, stop making fucking racket. Let me go to bed. Because my bedroom was right next to her one, so... Those are the times.
I'll wait here.
I basically stayed up playing Halo 3 pretty much every night. From the ages of like 15 to 17. You're going to recreate that feeling. Put it in a bottle. Sell it. Sell that feeling. Everyone gets. Do you have to with your money? Will you hire fake mums to come in at like 2 AM and be like, "Yo, turn that off"? But obviously you could ignore her because you're a millionaire. But you could just to recreate that feeling. Hell yeah.
Look out for Scarab! Wait for me! Wait for me!
I don't need to heal here, but I just want Farah to have a higher chance of following me. There she is. Bum. Oh look, we're actually even. I didn't even realise that. We are literally -0. No, I'm not going to go on any holidays this summer. What about you, Leela? You planning going to go anywhere nice? Shit, I fucked up. Ah, that's unfortunate. Ah, that's really unfortunate. Oh, that's clutch, really. The chances that making that are fairly shit. Icaria? I have no idea where Icaria is. It sounds like a made-up place. Sounds like something out of an RPG. I am bound for Icaria. Sounds awesome though. I'm glad. I don't think I've ever been to Greece. Now we need to wait for Farah to follow us. Here she is. It's not too, but that's not too much of a wait. Not too much. If this crashes, I might just, I might call that a day. But I think that movement was okay. No, yeah, we're good. No crash for us. Oh. Do need to do this trick though. Okay. So yeah, this is a little bit of a sloppy split. But we could have saved we could have saved like 30 seconds here, but we're going to be mostly even. That's okay. Yeah, we could have saved 36 seconds. Still on pace for below 135, apparently.
No, no.
Dude. Really? That angle was bad?
Help!
Showing their ass. I wish I would show my ass on national TV. I've walked into the cutscene. That's bad manners. Bad manners. That makes no sense. I hate English tourists, personally. Like, the world has more than enough fucking reasons to hate the English. You do not need to give them more reasons. I always find it's really embarrassing to, like, be around rowdy English people.
Stay there. I'll come down to you.
There you are.
Danes are awful? Are they actually? I always thought that they'd be
Here's a ledge
quite
right
polite.
below you.
I don't really know that many Danish people though, to be honest. I know 2, 3. Got 2 double kills there. I'm gonna let Farah kill that Scarab. Come on, Scarab. Come on, Farah. Good enough.
Look, a crack.
I can't remember. I don't know who you're talking about, George.
Here I am. Can you make it?
Don't step off that switch.
Oh shit, Dender as well. I forgot Dender.
You
I know 4 Danish people.
Careful.
Wow, I can't believe I forgot Dender. It's one of my oldest friends, online friends. Who's the others? You might know of them. It's Ricky is one.
Help me.
You are one. Yes, no, they're all fucking insanely tall. Is Henjo Danish? Is he from the Netherlands? No, he's Danish. He's Danish.
We'll need to open this door. Look for a switch.
The door's open. I'm going in.
Don't!
Fucking, what am I talking about? Of course, Henjo. Why would I think Henjo is from the
Soldier's mess
Netherlands? What the shit?
Smell of food still wafted from
Oh,
the kitchen.
and actually, there's a guy that speedruns
Scanned
this
hours
game.
ago,
He's
these
Danish.
tables had been filled with men,
Asko.
joking in camaraderie over their evening meal. Just as my father's men do back home in
You
Surat,
kept calling him
at
Dutch
ease
by
because
accident.
They think themselves safe within the castle walls.
Henjo's
no
from
enemy to
Aarhus.
fight.
Is that where you're
Yet
from,
the
Jonas?
vulnerable enemy was already among them.
Hey, Kelly Jefferson. You're from Alborg. I
Help
think
me.
Ricky's from Aarhus as well, right? I don't know. It all sounds it all sounds the same. What's with the double A? Does that mean anything? Or like, is that a thing? Is it just a Danish thing? you were at a blast, Copenhagen. Like you said. How is the how are the blast events in person? Because I know they get memed on a bit for being blast events, but Blastralis.
I'm down here.
What's Blast? It's a tournament for held by Refresh Entertainment.
Thanks.
I think it's only for CS:GO, but
We're above the zoo. We'll need to cross that
my
bridge.
funniest drunk experience.
Now what?
There's a lot to go from there.
Yes, I was just going to suggest that.
I used to get drunk very frequently. I don't do that anymore. But basically, there was a period of time where
You did it.
I was essentially living on my own. I wasn't actually. I was living like I was living on the top floor of my nan's house, but my nan can't get up the stairs, so it's essentially like having the it's like having I had like three rooms in the top of the house to myself basically. Okay, Farah is following me. And because I was not in the greatest mental state, I used to get drunk pretty much every night that I wasn't streaming, and sometimes nights that I was streaming. That's a long time ago though. In terms of funniest drunk experience, I don't know. It's probably something at ESA that I did and don't remember.
It stopped. Pull it again.
I think I see how this works. Try pulling yours now.
Now pull the lever.
I was thinking about it, like I can't remember which stream it was in, but I was rating all the speed events that I've been to. I actually think that Insomnia back in 2015 is like top 3. Genuinely, it was so chill and just so comfy and like
I'll pull the lever.
I don't know. Accidentally. I tripped and I ended up in this brothel. Fire in a club. That doesn't sound like it ended well. But maybe, I mean, maybe he pulled it off. Legend. Yeah, Insomnia vibe was really nice. I just really enjoyed the late night. Like after the speed event was done, everyone just went back to the campsite
I'm pulling mine.
and just gathered around drinking and talking. And like it was everyone was involved. Like, you know, there was like 12 people. It was good. Very, very comfy. Like it felt like no, it's like it was definitely a feeling of like community, you know. Yeah, comfy is. I would take comfy over wild every day. I think I always have, to be honest. Quick hit in a pub. I mean, UKSG beat us to it, no? I think their last event was in a pub.
I'll really be impressed.
Or maybe, sorry, the event before they got the hotel. Yeah, I think it was.
I knew that hole was there. I just wanted to see if you knew. Keep running!
Yeah, it was a really good feeling of community, because like that was actually the first English speed event that there ever was, like in 2015. It's the first time that a group of English speedrunners had ever gotten together to actually do something like that, you know. And there was obviously, because it's a lot of people meeting each other for the first time, but because you're all in that sort of same shared space and it's quite closed and like small. It was like it wasn't a huge event in the 2015 one. It meant that everyone got introduced to everyone, so that everyone, like, no one felt like left out. It was good. I'm gonna probably fuck this up because I haven't done it yet. Or not.
You go on down.
Fuck, I'm a god. I'm an actual god. What the fuck? That's a really difficult skip, in my opinion. That's one of the it's one of the hardest skips.
Down below, there's a great open balcony. Come on, I'll show you.
Easy for you to say.
Here I am.
Stay there. I'll come down to you. It's too far.
To be fair, I feel like you could probably have a pretty decent meetup with
I can't jump.
Danish speedrunners. I feel like that would be a pretty
I know
successful
where I
event
am.
if you held it.
This gate leads to the baths. Do you think you could find your way there?
Of course, finding my way to the baths from here should be easy.
Good. I'll meet you there.
I'll just ask the first sand creature I run into. Could you direct me to the baths, please? Well, thank you. Don't mention it. I used to be a bath attendant back when I was alive.
Are we saving time here, boys? Boys, is this a gold split?
Baths. She orders me
Boom!
around as if I were a servant. It's my own fault. With women, you need to show them you're in charge right from the start, or they'll walk all over you.
Back on track, despite the fact that this
indulgent.
beginning is ass.
Probably because I felt
I
sorry.
told you guys I should have always
Well, it
done
stops now.
no resets.
From now on, she'll have to toe the line.
I told you.
That is, assuming.
Actually, I didn't. You
Oh,
guys told me,
have
but
you been waiting here all this time? I didn't realize you meant these baths. I went to the other baths, clear across the other side of the city. I had a lovely wash and a rub with fragrant oils. Too bad you weren't there. Stop talking to yourself.
I've never been to Greece, but I used to read a book fairly frequently called My Family and Other Animals. And it's about, it's an English author, but he grew up in Greece, I believe. I'm struggling to remember the author now. But it's a really good book. Yeah, it's about his time on growing up in Corfu, I think. I think it was Corfu. Yes, Corfu. It's a really good book. It paints like basically, even though I've never been to Greece, I feel like I've got a good example of it from the picture that he paints in your head from that book. I'd like to visit Greece sometime, for sure. Hey, Omar Sheriff. I mean, I think a reason why I'd love to go to Greece is because there's so much, like, obviously, Greek history is huge and very interesting. I think I'd like to see everything like that. Actually, yeah, Greek food is amazing. That's true. Greek breakfast. You know, the LEC finals are in Athens. Should have gone. In fact, my mum actually was in Athens like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. something like that. I don't know, it's probably close to a month ago now, actually. Yeah, I really like. Yeah, it is the LEC finals are in Athens, being held in Athens. Awful for Forgiven. Yeah, that's true. Poor guy. I just actually almost done with the summoning insight that they just released. This was a fairly good split, I feel. This is another gold split, I think, actually. Boys. I need to pay attention here, because this is actually, like, the hardest trick in the run, basically. I don't even know if I should do it, because I would rather just take the safe route. I'm actually just going to take the safe route. Nah, I'm not going to go for it. I'll go for it when my time is better. Because it honestly doesn't save that much time. It was stroll on the spikes. Well, of course, that's the actual hardest trick. Norse mythology is cool. I really like Norse mythology. I'm really interested. There's a game that's come out recently which is like sci-fi with a blend of Norse mythology. That seems really cool. I fucked up there. What's the game? I can't remember. If you type in Norse mythology sci-fi, it will come up. It's like it's from like a game from like a newer studio, so I imagine it's got like some jank, like Euro jank I like to call it. But oopsie daisy. Absolov, that's it. End of Gods. It's pretty cheap as well. It's like too human. It's not. No, it's not too human. Sorry, I lied to you, George. Also, hello, Jesus the Frog. So yeah, that skip only loses 13 seconds. Sorry, that skip only saves 13 seconds. So it's not too bad. Game, please do not crash here like you did the other day. Thank you. Yeah, it's called Apsulov End of Gods. It looks pretty sick actually. One of the most fulfilling jobs? I don't know. Yeah, there's lots of horror stories right now. In a way though, I can still see what you mean, because I mean like it's fulfilling in the sense that even though it is quite literally a very horrible industry to be in terms of like work hours and everything, you know, people still do it. And there's a reason that they do that, and it's because of the finished product, obviously, feels very nice for people. So it's fulfilling in that sense, I feel, but...
Stay there! I'll come to you! Nora! Stay there! I'll come to you! Are you there?
That's pretty mad when you consider they're not even paid that much, really. Like, I think... It could be wrong, because when I was looking, it's like 10 years ago now, but I feel like the average... I feel like the average salary was like 30k. Which, you know, don't get me wrong, is a good salary. but for something that's got that much like volatility, you'd think it would be even more. 30k UK, because that's actually what I did. My college course, believe it or not, was for games design. It's what I thought I wanted.
What took so long?
Just talking about the palace.
I really want to move this fight away from Farah. Ow! She just owned me.
Help me!
This time I owned her. Hey, Kinky Cadence. Sorry if I'm missing any chat, because this fight's not difficult, but I do need to pay attention to everything, so I can't look at chat as much, unfortunately, during this section. I don't think this is the last guy. That's not. This is the last wave of enemies. For sure. Yeah, it's interesting. I basically always think of it as 2-to-1, even though it's not been 2-to-1 for quite some time now.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's a split, by the way. Oh, did I save the game? Did that say save successful? I didn't see it. I really, really hope that said save successful. Okay, it is. Jesus Christ, I scared the shit out of myself by doing that. I mean, what I did save time, you know, that's fast. But I thought I was actually about to lose this run, and I would have been very sad. I would have been very sad. Like, if you go back and clip that, or like just look at the VOD, I think save successfully comes up for like less than half a second, because I pressed 5 prematurely. I pressed 5, like, I pressed the quit out the game button way quicker than I usually do. Usually I give it just a little, like a second or two, just to make sure it's saved. Okay, we can save some time here. This game actually is on my SSD. Don't think it actually makes that much difference, because even on my normal one, it's the loads are really fast. Dude, this auto aim is just dicking me over today, I swear. for this guy to teleport to me. Not. Okay, cool. That guy always teleports to you way quicker. Oh, hello, Farah. I mean, you say Britain will be fine, but the damage it's done is already irreversible in terms of, like, maybe not financial, but opinion-wise. Good camera. Good camera. Love this game. Ah, that's really dumb. I mean, I can kind of understand it from their perspective. But like my mother teaches in an international school, and basically like it was already kind of the sentiment, but the sentiment now is basically that England is full of a bunch of racists. Like it was already sort of like that jokingly, and now it actually seems like that's the majority.
Where is that glow coming from?
That just feels horrible coming from someone like who travels to ESA and stuff.
Listen to
Like
this.
obviously they know it's.
Of what use is reason against the power of love? Love is
Oh, what?
life.
There's one bat left.
So if you want to live, die in love. Die in love if you want to stay alive.
What's that supposed to mean?
I thought you'd like it.
If you want to be useful, try
I mean,
finding
it
a
is
book
like
that'll tell us how to get out of here.
This isn't
the
that
stats.
kind
You know,
of-
I don't think it is most of the country, but
Game
it's in terms of the
thinks
votes,
this is a
they were the
shame.
majority. So this keeps happening, and I don't know why. Who's ready for Farah to suicide?
Be careful.
Now you know what being an American feels like. Oh joy. You know what? I don't want to big myself up, but this was a decent split. Yeah, I think the yes, my PB is at the moment is 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 46 seconds.
You open the gate.
You open the gate. Thanks, Barry.
Help.
So this section's like a mad dash. Nice. Good job. Good stuff. To get to the bottom, to hope that Farah doesn't die. She's fine. Ah, that was actually a gold split, but I split late. That's actually, I gold split by 2 seconds. I'm an influencer now. Nice. My dream is realized.
Come on.
What's my loot crate code? I don't know. Don't have one, unfortunately. Should get one though. We should save time on this split. If I don't, I want everyone to slap my bottom. Deal? You have to come to my house. Just literally come to my house and slap my bottom. Well, this is interesting. This has never happened before. I don't know where the prince is going with his combat. This is like... I have never finished the fight over this side. It's actually really nerve-wracking to be over this side, so I kind of, you know, I want to get near the wall here. No, I need to program.
A way to make this thing go up.
I need to program the. I need to program the story time command back in.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
Never mind.
No, I mean, feel free to subscribe if you want to. Unfortunately, I don't have any good speedrunning themed emotes at the moment, but I'll try and get some soon. At the moment,
I found one.
Oh, don't, Joe. You've done this twice now.
Done.
At the moment, my emotes are based off of...
Shall I pull it?
Not yet.
I was doing a
Wait till I'm
casual
on the
playthrough of the Metal
platform.
Gear games. So all of my emotes at the moment are Metal Gear Solid themed.
Are you on the platform yet?
Not yet. Wait till I'm on the platform. Here I come!
Wait! Don't you need to open the gate?
Okay, I think we're saving time.
The gate's
Sorry
open.
guys, can't select my bottom. I know, the voice clips playing out of order is just so bizarre to look at.
Come on!
My bottom remains unspanked.
Look, a crack.
Wait, let's see where this corridor goes. All right, you can take the crack.
See you soon. I'm up here.
Try pulling that lever.
Do you think I can jump it?
It was,
Go
yeah.
on, try. What's the worst that can happen?
Farah
There
is
you
also
go.
going to slap my bottom. So we're not going to go for palm tree skip because it
I'll
only
meet
saves
you
20
on the other side of
seconds.
that gate.
Careful.
That's
you
too hard.
be careful.
I'm a babby gamer, so I have to do the non-skip. The northernmost point.
Here I am. I can't open the gate.
It's probably Huerta. I would imagine. Probably murdering that fucking pronunciation, but
I don't know. I'm working it out as I go.
yes. Skovdi. It's such a nice little town. It's really nice. Yeah, it's really far. Like, the train journey to Huerta is really quite long. It's actually really interesting. They wait, just out of curiosity, Jonas, do you know who Kian is? Because that would be fucking crazy.
I could marry her. After all, she is a Maharaja's daughter.
Kian with a
Better
C.
way to tame her insolence.
The fact that you haven't, the fact that you, I'm guessing probably no, based off of that, but can you get my way, please? I never went to Stockholm. I went to Gothenburg to... Well, no, it's just very interesting that you would say that because, like, my friend who he's Twitch star, so I've only just met him. He's like someone who I've only just met, but he also just so happens to go to Huebde with his friends, and they basically, you know, they get like a little place and they just drink themselves silly. Like that's a thing that they do like fairly regularly. So I was just like, what the heck? What if that was the same friends? That would have been crazy though. See, I only lost 12 seconds there. I didn't even lose 20, I lost 12. Hey, Arsing, what's up? Yeah, I forgot about Prison Skip. Southernmost. I mean, it's probably, no, I've never gone to Reykjavik. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Shanghai? Probably?
A prison. In my father's palace was a prison much like this. I had never set foot inside. Now here I was,
Well,
myself a prisoner seeking
I
an
will
escape.
probably fail. Unfortunately, I do need to get this. To PB, to have any chance of PBing, I really need to get this within 2 tries. Oh, Joe. That's an interesting question though, Jonas. I've never really thought about like how north and how south I've gone. Oh, Argentina's very low. I'm really scared of South America, and I don't know why. Like, I know the chances of me actually getting killed are quite low, but they're still pretty high compared to everywhere else, so I just don't really want to go. Although I've heard that, although like the stats are very high, against civilians it's actually pretty low, is what I've heard. Because it's mostly gang or assassinations. First try, boys! Ow. Something's wrong. Those traps weren't loaded.
A torture chamber. It was
I
the
am now
first time
officially
I'd seen
scared.
Such devices at close range, close enough to touch.
Why weren't those traps
Why were the men
loaded?
whose trade it had been to apply the question?
Well, that
Extract the
it's
answer they came
not
solved.
necessarily a
If indeed there
glitch,
was
but
one. In the
that would
end, they
indicate
met the
to
same
me
fate as their victims.
that I have skipped a
Guards
trigger.
and prisoners made equal by the
And
sands
this
of
game tends to
time.
crash when you skip triggers. So let's hope it doesn't, I guess. What's my health like, actually? It's not too bad. Oh, actually, do you want to know some really dumb tech? I don't know if I'm going to do this right, but I should do. So, apparently, if you hold up here, and keep holding up, and just up, apparently the enemies don't aggro. Fuck you, Toka, they aggroed. You lied to me. I can't get this skip now. It's really frustrating. This is not a hard skip, but I keep messing it up. Whoa, Farah, can you not? Yo, Hammer Guy, can you not? Oh, that was so close. Can everybody stop chasing me? Farah, come on. Come on, girl. Can I do speedruns on the PS3 version? Do you mean me specifically or just in general? If you're just in general, then yeah, of course. Okay. It won't... Ah, fuck, I forgot to split. That's such a shame, because that's such a good gold split that we could have got just there. Damn. We could have increased my summer best there by over a minute, I think. I'll take this SandCloud. Yeah, so for example, you could use the PS3 version to speedrun this category fairly easily. And you'd have no issues.
Of what? Not everything is a trap, you know.
Because there'd be basically no difference. However, so I mean, you could do save and quit on console. That would still work. It's doubtful whether it would save time, depending on how long the PS3's startup booting takes. But you could still do it. The problem is you couldn't really do zipless or any percent, or if you did, they would be very slow. So yeah, unfortunately, you can't do first-person glitches on PS3. I would like to move this fight away from Farah, if that's okay. Please, says. There's an okay elevator. Not the best. Any chance this game is coming to GDQ soon? There's no way to... No, this game has only ever been at SGDQ 15 and 17. Well, and technically it's been at AGDQ 2011, but that's obviously very, very far away. Yes, I work for Twitch. But yeah, no, at both SGDQ 15 and SGDQ 17, it was me that was running the game. I did it both times. But the reason why I'm playing this right now, the reason why I am playing this category is to submit it to GDQ in the hopes that it gets in.
The hourglass is nearby. I can feel it.
Feel it how?
It's been at ESA more recently, I think, yeah. But yeah, the reason why I'm trying to get good at this game at the moment is because I want to submit this to HDQ, because the way that it works is like the way that GDQ works is there's no like defined games. There's no games that are definitely going to get in. You have to
A tomb.
wait for submissions to open up, and then you submit your games in the hope that it gets chosen. Which is open. That's literally at the end of this month. That is when the submissions open.
But you're just like the rest of them. Those
Who
soldiers,
wants to
all
bet
they can do is
that
fight,
I will lose this run?
destroy. Why did
I
trust
don't
you?
want to lose this run.
Why didn't you trust me? Ow.
Sorry.
I don't want to lose this run.
I'm right here.
Hold my hand.
I don't want to lose this run. When I would sing the chat, I can do that. I can do that. No. Remember when
I
you
didn't mean
would
what I
sing?
said.
No.
Can you do that again?
All that's happened is
Man
mine.
with the good beginning.
I wanted honor and glory.
It could be
I brought
135 pace. This
You are brave
the
and
prince
good.
is stupid and
His
said
tomb is to
so
be ours.
tea. Pharaoh is useless.
And
What is the point of going down 1,000 staircases to solve a puzzle
what is it?
that
Nothing.
is described in one word?
I just don't like close spaces.
Alright, this is getting ridiculous.
There must be some way out of here.
The combat is weak and the tone is too much of a fairy tale, and the boss fights are disgraceful. Enemy designs are atrocious, and Prince is arrogant. Unlike in Warrior Within,
I can see why.
too
It's a childish
much
thing
talk
about
and less combat.
was
So anyone who is thinking that SOT is the best is not mature, just likes PG games,
Pharaoh?
or is just retarded. Just in time. I really wish I had like. It's actually interesting to me because there was a time during my life where shit. Fuck. I can't move the mic. There we go. There we go. What was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah, there was a time that I really wish. Yes, George, you did. There's a time during my life that I had an okay-ish voice, back before my voice broke. Ever since my voice broke, I've lost all semblance of being in tune.
Where are you?
If only we could stay here.
How did my voice break?
Sarah?
That's just what happens when you. What? Am I being trolled?
If only we could stay here.
Wait, did
Sarah?
Is it called something else in like other? Do you not
Where
refer
are
to your
Take me in.
when you're?
I don't see you.
Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Fuck! I just lost time here. Jesus.
What the? All right, this is getting ridiculous. Farah?
Just take me in your arms.
No, so like when you mature,
Why
it's
do you
called
act so
in England. It's called like your voice breaks.
Farah! Was it real? That magic.
When your balls drop.
If it was a dream, then it was a dream we both shared. I know it was.
But yeah, so basically ever since that's happened, I've never been able to sing.
Oh no.
Which is really frustrating for me because I really like to sing, but you know, and I like to play music, but it's always really annoying because I'm very good at discerning tone, you know? So it's really frustrating to me that I know I am singing outside, like I know that I am out of tune, but I can't make my voice do what I want it to do. It's really frustrating to me. Oh, boys, first time. So it was slow. It was slow, but it was first time. Yeah, no, I would also like to do music classes, like voice lessons, but just when would I get the time, you know? What's also really annoying is my brother's actually a very good singer as well. Yeah, unfortunately you don't pick up the best sword directly in this run. Luckily, for the final fight, the game gives you the last sword anyway, so we don't actually need to pick it up. Like we don't do any fighting. We don't do any fighting between here and the very last fight, so it's not actually a problem. Like it doesn't lose us any time or anything. There's basically like a flag in the game which says, you know, if the prince gets to here, he has to have this sword. Invisible Prince does not happen in this run, unfortunately. That's bad. I just shat myself. Jesus. Yes, this is the game where his clothes come off. Is it working with all swords? What do you mean, sorry? Did I catch it? The biggest streamer that works for Twitch? It could be my girlfriend, honestly. I'm not sure. In terms of, like... Yeah, I don't know. In terms of money or in terms of viewers, I'm not sure. My girlfriend's Lie Malicious. She was part of Vine Source. You see, she doesn't really get that many viewers, but she does make a pretty decent living from streaming. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who would get the most viewers. Maybe Rom Scout, actually? Rom Scout can often get like 1,000. How did you two meet? She started coming to my stream after my SGDQ run, actually. They don't work for Twitch though, Knight. Hello? Interesting. That's never happened before. Thankfully there's a checkpoint right there. Otherwise that was about to be very bad. Aurelian? Doesn't ring a bell, but I also, you know, Twitch is a big company, so I'm not actually sure of everyone who works there. So it could be someone, I'm not sure. You notice how, like, I could be saving so much time here, but, like, there's so many more movement tricks you can do in this section, but I'm so super scared and I just want to PB. So I'm going actually slow. What do I do for Twitch? I'm support. So it's like, you know, if you, having troubles logging in, that kind of thing, issues with payments. Looks like this is going to be a 137. Which is fine. It's not great, but it's improvement. I cannot do that, Lilo, unfortunately. The same rules apply for me. Yeah, we are definitely going to lose time on this split. Definitely going to lose time because my fight in PB was actually insane. It was so fast. Like, I think it's genuinely the fastest I've ever done the fight. I just got so lucky. Because the enemies in this section, they have a random chance to get one hit killed. Like, most of the time the enemies are blocking, but there is a very small amount of chance. There's a very small amount of chance that they can just be one hit killed. Like, that guy blocked. In my PB, none of that. Like, I felt like that didn't happen, like, ever. I need enemies to teleport towards me, though. That's unfortunate. That's also unfortunate. Also unfortunate. Well, shit. That's just... I got so unlucky. Fuck. It's probably a 138 now. Yeah. You can actually break that stun lock, but I don't remember the series of inputs that you need to break it. Hello? Sir? Sorry, I'm really concentrating on not dying at the moment. That's bad. Yeah, we lost a minute. We lost a minute, unfortunately.
Done.
For your own safety.
138 is fine. The sound is messed up.
I will handle this intruder.
Hooray! Ow.
What sorcery is this? Stop this at once!
My lady, he came here
My
to
lady?
abduct you. Surely you do not believe him.
He will betray you.
Your exertions are most amusing.
My party. Ow.
Let him be brought before
Dude,
my
this guy's a
father.
frickin'
He will
sniper.
judge. Vizier, I have commanded you to stop. Do you disobey?
I've taken orders long enough from a senile fool and a sniveling brat.
Oh, that's bad. I'm
Your
dying.
father was a great warrior in his youth.
Yeah, we're gonna start losing time in like
You
20
really
seconds.
You
10
could
seconds.
defeat
Yeah.
me.
Careful. Don't tire yourself.
Okay, it's actually still a 137 there, I think. I don't think this is 45-second long cutscene, but it might be. I don't know.
And so it ends. How will the Maharaja feel when he finds his own
Yeah, I know, Leela. It's great.
slain by the son of his enemy?
Come on.
Do you
Sub
have
138.
last words
Hurry up,
you should
cutscene.
communicate to the
Come on.
princess before I
Come
leave
on.
her? Words of
Come
love.
on. No, no, no. Yeah. Right there. Here it is, boys. We've not done this in a while. Yeah. Is that loud enough? Yeah.